Hi, I'm Dr. Coleman, and pleased to be joining you today in the Policy and School Law course. In this video clip, I wanted to talk about No Child Left Behind and North Carolina ABCs of accountability. The history of this goes back to the 1991 summit with the governors and Fortune 500 leaders who decided that public schools needed to have more accountability. These business leaders were very concerned about the quality of graduates, particularly from high school, that they were finding in the workplace. And so they insisted that they establish some kind of accountability system to make sure that public schools are being held accountable, hence No Child Left Behind. It was signed in by President Bush. Basically, this looks at proficiency, and one of the most important things for a school executive to understand about proficiency is that means that at each grade level, if a student is proficient, they're highly qualified to move to the next grade level, so that you don't have this social promotion or that you have students that can't meet the standard, with the ultimate goal of graduating from high school. In North Carolina, we have the ABCs of accountability, which is about accountability, basic education, and local control. Now, those assessments are primarily about English and math. They've expanded those to include social studies and science. But as a school executive, it's very important that you look at aligning your curriculum and teaching with those ABC proficiency goals. Now, the end game here is 2013, 2014, when ideally all students will be 100% proficient. As a school executive, you need to realize, of course, that's an ideal goal and to strive for that, but more importantly, to focus on growth of your students, particularly those students in certain demographic groups that traditionally have not done well in school. In North Carolina, there are 10 subgroups that your schools will be evaluated on, so it's very important that you understand that and you are able to disaggregate this North Carolina ABC data. Now, the tests aren't always valid and reliable, but they're the best we have. So when you hear people talk about that, I hate testing or testing's not appropriate, you don't have a choice as a school executive. You're held accountable per this testing system, whether you like it or not. Now, the advantage of that, however, it gives you a data set that you can look at how we're doing. And when you're talking to your teachers and you're looking at how your students are doing, whether it's a K-5 school, a 6-8, or a 9-12, it's important to look at that as data, not to use it in a negative way, but to find out where those weaknesses are and any barriers that are keeping your students from achieving. So overall, in terms of No Child Left Behind and North Carolina ABCs, they're really one model, because every state has developed its accountability system. And in North Carolina, ours is the North Carolina ABCs of accountability.